years.
Let's not follow up because I didn't ask my question before. So between all of that, between lowering the corporate tax rate, extending tax cuts, and proposing for tax cuts, you propose all that without any changes to entitlement benefits. That's talking about trillions of dollars added to the deficit. How do you plan to pay for it?
Growth. We're going to have tremendous growth. We're going to have tremendous growth. You know, if you remember when I gave the largest tax cuts ever given, we had a much lower rate, but the following year we took in more income. With a lower rate, we took in more income. And companies like Apple and others were bringing money in from Europe and other places. They were bringing in billions of dollars that they would have never brought in except for what I did. Also, just getting back to this other question, like Ronald Reagan before him on the abortion question, I happen to believe in exceptions. I think it's very important, but I say to people you have to follow your heart. But probably you're at 85% of the people that agree with that in terms of just Republicans. But you have the life of the mother, rape, and incest. I happen to believe in the exceptions. I happen to believe also that the Democrats are the radical ones because they will do abortions and approve abortions in the 9th month, the 8th month, and also after birth, which is basically the execution of the baby in some cases. If you look at Minnesota, they have the right to do that. You have a man now who's running for vice president who signed a bill to sell tampons in boys' bathrooms, okay? Not to sell them, to give them. But the exceptions to me is very important. Some people don't agree, but for the most part, they do. I think it's up to probably 85 or 90%. But if you look at the voting, and it's so interesting to see, this issue is tearing our country apart. And it's really not tearing our country apart anymore because now people get to vote, and they get to vote in their state. And for the most part, they believe in the exceptions, and they want the exceptions. It makes it a much easier way. At the same time, you have to follow your heart. You have to do what's right. But we brought it locally. It'll never be in the federal government again. It should have never been there. And again, for 52 years, from the beginning of Roe v. Wade, people have wanted to get it out. And many presidents have tried. They were unable to do it. And I just want to thank 6 very brave and brilliant Supreme Court justices for doing it. What they did is very, very I'm going to Arizona now, and I'll see you.